the other side, whether you're on the inhale or the exhale, as long as you are bringing your full attention, complete mindfulness to your breath and to the movements that you are creating and making happen in your body. That is yoga, uniting mind, breath, body, all working together as one integrated unit to a single point focus. That is your ekagrata. Very slowly rolling from back and forth, doing whatever you need to do to open up the neck and the shoulder area very gently, poking and prodding these tissues to life. Knowing when to push and knowing when to pull back, learning these signals within the body. That way you don't go too far, too fast. And staying at whatever point you need to, especially when we're in the neck rolls. Maybe there's a kink in your neck that needs to be a little bit more opened up, so you can feel free to stop there. Do whatever you need to do to tune this practice to you. And there's no better teacher than your own body. So listening to your body's cues while breathing. Stopping at the center here. Let's take a breath together. Exhale all of the air out of your lungs and inhale. Circle sweep, arms come all the way up. As you exhale, we're just going to twist to one side. Very gentle twist. One hand plants behind you, the other on your knee, using it as your natural traction to open up, lifting up and out of the base of your spine. On the out breath, we release back to center, realign the spine, inhale, reaching up just to gain more space and length through each vertebrae as you twist. Other side. Very gently opening up the body, taking your time. There's no race, no rush, and no finish line. Coming back to center now. Inhale, circling up. And exhale, hands behind you, fingertips face back, opening up your chest. It's going as far as feels good to you. Stopping at whatever point you need to. Opening up your heart center. And slowly bringing these back to the hands. Rounding your back here. Chin towards the chest. Here we close. We open up just to close. Going from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. So being very mindful and gentle on the body. And release, spine back to neutral. Sitting up here. Moving into cat-cow. So coming onto the hands and the knees. Hip width distance apart. Inhale. Lifting up through the chest. Straightening the arms. Sending your tailbone away high. Exhale. Round the spine. Coming into the opposite of what we were doing before. Now rounding the back. Pulling the navel in. Inhale. Coming a little bit further into your cow as you open up a little bit more. Exhale. Now rounding your spine. Maybe pressing the back of your spine up towards the sky a little bit further this time. Moving through one more round. And breathing your way. Opening up the body. And now walking your hands forward. Just a little bit. Tuck your toes. Inhale your hips up into your first down dog. And here we walk it out. Alternating heels down to the ground. Pressing your chest back towards your thighs and just letting your head go. Letting your head and neck relax so that more blood flow, more energy can be brought into the body as you circulate your breath all the way from the tips of your fingers down past your toes. So on the in-breath, when you're in downward facing dog, you want to press forward and down through your palms, flattening them out, gripping the mat with your fingertips so much that you're pressing your knuckles down, using them, every bit part of your hand, to grip. And on the out breath, you're going to press your heels back and down towards the mat as you lift your tailbone nice and high. Tight hamstrings, Bend your knees. The more you bend your knees, the deeper of a stretch and opening you will get in your lower back. So bend your knees a lot if you need to. Now pressing the left heel down to the mat. It's okay if it doesn't touch. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Now use your breath all the way in your upper big toe to keep you lifted, and you want to stretch every muscle in this leg, scissoring your inner thighs together as you stretch past your toe, lengthening your leg. Exhale, we're going to step this foot towards the right hand. So nice step wide, bringing your back knee down to the mat. Planting your left hand there as you inhale. Right arm lifts up, twist. So reaching it high to the sky. And then bending your elbows. Taking hold of your foot. And being careful not to jam your knee. Pointing the toes straight up, and we're just opening up the body. Opening up the hips. And taking your time with the breath. On your next exhale, release back to front, and you're just going to set it back. So now we're just stretching the hamstrings here. I like to point my toes. Some people like to flex the foot. Whatever feels good to you. Remember, you're tuning this practice into your own. Do what feels good in your body. Every body is different. Different injuries, different body types. Anatomically proportioned. Yes. Now tuck your back toe on the mat. We're going to lift up. Crescent Warrior, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, upper body arms to rise. Now set your eyes one point. This is your ekagrata, undisturbed attention. Now bend your right elbow and just take your elbow with your fingertips right here, opening up the chest. Here we dip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands, bring them down to the mat, and step your foot back. High push-up, high plank position. Now you can bring your knees down to the mat if you need to. Keep your tailbone tucked under and joints are stacked. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders. Bend the elbows. Keep them tucked into your sides. Continue to exhale as you lower it down. Hovering here. You are strong. You can do this, and you will build strength. Inhale. Roll over tops of the toes. Open up the chest, straightening the arms into upward facing dog. Pulling the heart away from the heels and lifting up your thighs, so dynamically charged, up off the mat. Inhale. Use your core to lift your hips back into your downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs, and let's walk it out. Alternate your heels back and forth. And now press the right heel down to the mat as you inhale. Left leg lifts up long behind you, thinking more about length than it is about height. So you can scissor the inner thighs together and really reach past the toes, lengthening and stretching every muscle in this leg. Exhale, step it wide outside the left hand, setting the back knee down to the mat, planting the right hand as you inhale. Left arm reaches up long behind you. And then bending your back knee, taking hold of your foot, and just opening up towards the sky. Breathing into all of these places, orchestrating and sending your breath, telling it where to go and what you want it to do. Keeping that picture vivid in your head of what you want. And exhale, release. Coming back square to center, We're just going to sit back. Foot flexed or toe pointed. Whatever feels good to you. Whatever muscles are in your body that need to be stretched out. Breathing into it. Listening to your body. Listening to the ebb and flow of your breath. And now come back forward. Keep the toe tucked down on the mat. We're going to lift up. Crescent Warrior. Anjaneyasana. Upper body, arms to rise. Press back through your heel and you're just lunging on the ball of your right foot. We dip here. Bending the elbow behind the head and just opening up the chest. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step your foot back and flow. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, rolling up into upward facing dog. Being very gentle on the lower back. And exhale, lift the hips. Pressing the chest. Back to down dog. Taking a breath here in through the nose and out through the nose, slow. Gajah Utkatasana, elephant chair. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands and then separate the feet wide, wider than shoulder width distance apart. Feet are like on railroad tracks, so you want them straight forward. And now sit your hips down. Bring your weight back into the heels. This is where your weight should be. So lift up your toes just to feel where the weight should be. This will help to keep you balanced. Now inhale, upper body, palms, forearms, elbows, all pressed together here. Elbows reach up to shoulder height, sitting down and back. Once you have your weight back in your heels, you can release your toes down to the mat to grip, to help to keep you solid and grounded. Make sure that all 10 toes are visible. This will help to protect your knees. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen through the spine. Set your eyes one spot, one focus. And here we balance, lifting up the heels, coming onto the tippy toes. Ignite your core, pulling the pelvic wall up and in. Inhale deeply here. And now let's use that energy. Sit down just a little bit more. Now we're only here for one more breath. So let's make it count. Inhale. And exhale. Heels down, forward fold. Just allow your body to relax. You're going from all that is to all that isn't. Flip your hands backwards and walk them through and underneath the legs now. Remember, if you bend your knees a lot, this will help to get in to your lower back. So bend your knees as much as you like. And breathe. That fire, that Agni, is heat within your body that you created. So you use your exhale to expel anything that your body no longer needs. Using the inhale to regain energy for the next pose. And your exhale to let go of the past. Walking your hands through, back into your push-up position. Step the feet back. Lower the hips, bend the elbows, and here we flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Swoop the chest up and forward. Pull the heart away from the heels. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Use your core to lift your hips. Back to down dog. Press chest back towards thighs. Tailbone to the sky. Deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts up, long behind you. This time we're going to open up the leg all the way. So opening up the hips to the side, bending the knee, pointing the toe towards the left shoulder. Now continue to press evenly down through both hands. Deepening your awareness into your breath. Rolling the hips open. And now straightening the legs, squaring the hips. Looking forward as you inhale. Exhale. Step the foot between the hands for warrior one. Back heel anchors down as you inhale, upper body to rise. Now from here, we're going to open up into warrior two right away. So opening up the hips, which are level with the shoulders, reaching in opposite directions. Knee spirals out towards the right pinky toe as you reach. Now you want to keep that lift. So keep lifting up and grounding down at the same time, balancing that action with relaxation. Straightening your front leg now, coming into triangle. Tilt your hips back, reach forward till you can't reach any further. And bring the right hand down, very gently resting, no weight in this bottom hand. As you inhale, the other arm to rise. Keeping the tailbone tucked under and the right shoulder underneath the left. So just doing the best that you can, and you want to send your breath into your upper arm to keep you lifted, resisting the urge to sink down into the joints. Inhale, lifting up and out of the joints as you breathe into them. Now moving into our pyramid, on your exhale, slowly start to bring the left hand to meet the right, hands to either side of the foot, and then just hop the back foot in, just walk it in to shorten your stance. Want about a 3 to 4 foot distance between your heel, which are in one line, so both heels are in one line. And when you have them there, send the right hip back, left hip forward. So we're scissoring the inner thighs, using your midline strength. Inhale, flat back belly in, looking forward. And as you exhale, folding over your extended leg. And now you don't have to touch your head to your knee or anything fancy like that. Just folding over your powerhouse pyramid here. Pulling the navel in. Breathing. And revolving, left hand stays. As you inhale, right arm lifts, coming into your twist. Keeping the spine long and keeping your breath through your upper hand to keep you lifted. Balancing your action with relaxation, you're grounding down and lifting up at the same time. Breathing every moment through it. Last inhale here. And exhale. Slowly bring the right hand down. Now from here, both hands to each side of the foot. Tuck the back toe. We're going to lift up the right foot and send it back up and away into three-legged dog. Take a breath here. Pull forward into plank while keeping the foot lifted. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Chaturanga Dandasana, three-legged dog. 3-point plank. You can do this. You are strong. Now inhale, moving into upward facing dog. Pressing down on the tops of the feet, opening up the heart, pulling away from the heels, dynamic thighs up off the floor. Exhale, lift. Hips back into down dog. Take a breath here through the nose. And out through the nose. Other side. Inhale, lengthen. Left leg reaches up long behind you. Scissor the inside of your thighs. Deep breath here as you exhale. Warrior one. Foot places between the hands. Anchor legs, strong foundation as you rise. Setting your eyes, setting your focus, and letting your breath guide you from one end of the spectrum to the other, one side to the other. Opening up into Warrior Two on this side. So leveling out your hips, having them match your shoulders. Good. And knee spirals out. You want to make sure you're squeezing the heels in towards each other. Good. Keeping that pelvic lift. And straighten the front leg. Tilt the hips back. Reach forward till you can't reach any further. Then left hand down, right arm lifts up. Keeping the tailbone tucked under. Shoulder above shoulder. You can look down at your big toe if that feels better, or look up at your extended hand. Whatever feels good to you. Just want to dynamically engage the body. And discover how triangle feels in your own body, letting go of the picture of what you think it's supposed to look like. And sending your breath into all of the tight spaces to open it up. Because you know what it feels like. Knowing that you orchestrate the breath, you write your own story. You tell it where to go and what you want it to do. On your next exhale, bring the right hand down to meet the left, pyramid. So you're just going to walk in your back heel just a little bit. Sending the left hip back, right hip forward. So it's like you're squaring your hips off to the front. Inhale to look forward, just to flatten the back, belly in. This gives as much length to your spine before you exhale. And now, just allow your upper body to relax over the extended legs. Now your legs are strong, locked out solid. You're scissoring the inner thighs. So scissor them, anchor them nice and strong. Grounding down. And now lifting up as you inhale, twist. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Sending your breath into your extended upper raised hand to keep you lifted. You're grounding down and lifting up at the same time. Doing both opposite ends of the spectrum, natural traction within the body at the same time. Now one more breath here before moving on to our 3-point plank. On your next exhale, left hand comes down. Tuck your back toes nice and strong. You're going to push the ground away as you lift the left leg high to the sky. Right. Look forward and pull forward into high plank. Now bend the elbows, 3-point plank. You are strong in your Chaturanga Dandasana. You can do this. Keep your breath lifted through the extended foot up here. And then bring it down. Flip the feet over and roll up into your upward facing dog. Open up the chest, open up the heart, lift up the thighs, dynamically engaged. And exhale, use your core, use your abdominals to pull your hips back into your downward facing dog. The more you engage your abdominals, the more of an entire ab workout this entire practice will be. And it will help to protect your lower back when moving from up dog into the down dog. Up, down, round, and around. Here we go. Walking your feet in towards your hands. Now I'm going to face you, but you can stay right there. So we're going to separate the feet wider than shoulder width distance apart for goddess. So come into a comfortable wide stance And if you're short like me, I'm about 5'2", you don't want to go too far. You just want to find a place where you can be and breathe, turning the heels in and the toes out. Notice how I'm still here with the hands on the ground. That way you can feel where your weight should be. So lift up the toes, sit your hips back, tailbone under. Here we go. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Relax the shoulders down your back while you dynamically reach past the fingertips. That way you're using every bit of your arms, your length, your fingertips, everything. Good. Shorten my stance. Good. Lock your eyes, one point, one solid focal point. Taking a breath here, we balance, lifting the heels, coming onto your toes. Good. Doing the best that you can, remembering pulling the pelvic wall up, navel in towards your spine as you inhale. More energy to your body. And exhale, sit down just a little bit further, sitting down. Good, good, good. Good. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, heels to the ground. Forward fold. Now turning the toes in with the heels out. Flipping the palms backwards, walking them through and underneath the legs. Bend your knees as much as you like. And just relax the back of your neck. Inverting your world. Sometimes we need to turn our world upside down to clear the way for new insights. Wash away old belief systems that no longer apply. Now walking the hands back in. Planting the left hand there as you inhale, right arm comes up in your twist. Bending the elbow behind the back, palm faces out as you open up. And release to the other side, working with your exhale. Right hand comes down to meet the left. As you inhale, other arm to rise. Bending the elbow behind the back, opening up the shoulders. And breathing there. Release. And comes back to center, both arms out to the sides, flat back, belly in. Inhale, coming all the way up. Good. Bring prayer hands together, rebalance once more. Lifting up the heels, coming onto the tippy toes. Good. And just focusing your eyes one point here. Straightening the legs as much as you can. Just staying balanced on the toes. Good. We're only here for one more breath. And release. Back into your forward fold. Bending the knees as you toe heel the feet together. Plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Going through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting the hips back into downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high to the sky. Bending the knee, opening up the hips here. Rolling it open, toe points towards the left shoulder. Now you can stay here or flip your dog. If you'd like to flip over, you just bring yourself to where your chest faces the sky. Feet are hip width distance apart. And lift up through the hips, pressing down through the heels as you reach the other arm long overhead. Opening up the heart. Opening it up. Good. And slowly making your way back into your three-legged dog here. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. And now squaring the hips. We're going to get wild here. So inhale, On your exhale, pull forward into high plank, right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, leg back up into three-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to twist and hold it there. Exhale, twist knee to left elbow. Now holding it here, straighten the leg down on the mat and inhale, left arm comes up. Stretching the entire front side of the body to the sky. Dynamically kicking through both heels as you lift. Release back into three-legged dog. Keeping the leg lifted, pull forward into plank, three-point plank, bend the elbows, lower it down, hover in Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straightening the arms, lifting up and out of the shoulders. Exhale, use your core to pull your hips back into down dog. Other side, inhale, left leg reaches up long towards the sky. Opening up, bending the knee, toe points towards right shoulder here. Turning the breath on. Staying committed to your breath rather than being committed to these poses. Knowing that it's your breath that makes these poses happen. Good. And now you can stay here or flip your dog. Flipping over, pressing down through the heels, and lifting up through the hips, tailbone tucks under. Feet are hip width distance apart, reaching over in your half wheel. Delicately breathing, smoothing out any panting. Just smooth it out. Slowly start to roll back over into your three-legged dog. Opening up the hips a little bit more. And here we go. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward to plank. Left knee, left elbow. You are strong. Inhale, back up. Exhale, here we twist. Knee to right. Now holding it here. Hold it here. You are strong. Straighten out the leg. Set it down on the ground. Anchor it strong as you inhale. Opening up the entire body now. Good. Just breathing your way into this. Just letting it be whatever it is going to be. Kicking through both heels. Now slowly move back into your three-legged dog. Send the leg up and back. Keeping the leg lifted. Pulling forward into plank. Bend the elbows, lower it down, hover. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can do this. Slowly roll up. Press the ground away. Open up your heart. Last time, down dog. Use your core to pull the hips. Pressing the chest. Back towards the thighs. Take a deep breath here. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Bring the knees down to the mat. Sitting the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. Regulate your breath here. Resist the urge to pant it out. Connect to that heat that you created. You made this heat happen within your own body. That is Agni. That is the fire that will burn up the rubbish, getting rid of what's no longer needed in your mind and in the body will follow. Deep breath here in through the nose and out through the nose, slow. Slowly start to walk your hands in towards yourself. Just going to cross the feet here. Straighten the legs out in front. Laying down on the back. Lengthening left leg as you inhale, right knee comes up. And just bring it in for a gentle hug. And send the knee out to the side. So you're opening up your hips and then hugging here. Feeling a slight pinch in your hip. And then bring the knee across the body. Arm comes out to the side, just a very gentle twist. And maybe pinwheel by bending the bottom knee, taking hold of your foot. You just want to maintain both shoulders down evenly as best that you can. And this is just to ensure the stretch of each vertebrae all the way down from the sacrum through the crown of your head, giving your spine one last rinse, wringing it out. Your spine is your lifeline. Slowly coming back to center now, unwinding. One last squeeze in towards the chest, and then extend your leg nice and long towards the sky. Take a grip on your calf, bringing your forehead up to your knee or wherever feels good to you, and release it down. Other side. Anchor the right leg, use your core to pull the left knee in, giving it a squeeze here, and then sending it out to the side, and gentle hug there until you feel a pinch in your left hip. Breathing it there, and then guiding your knee across the body, keeping both shoulders on the mat, and then pinwheel, bending the lower knee, taking hold of the top of the foot with your left hand as you gently rinse the spine on this side. Your spine was meant to bend 6 different ways. So here we twist and wring it out. At the same time, internally massaging the digestive system with your breath. Your inhale and your exhale. Gentle belly breathing. The past is but a memory and the future is but a dream. So how do we connect those things to the now moment? Inhaling to catch, exhaling to release. Letting each moment unfold before you, allowing it to be whatever it is, as you observe and watch the moments unfurl. Slowly come back to the center, unwinding your legs, giving your knee one last hug in, just to reset the spine and extend the leg nice and long. Toe towards the sky, lifting the forehead up just as is comfortable for you. And then sending the leg long. Both knees into the chest now. Round the back, give yourself a big hug. And then rock and roll up to sitting. Facing front, Sukhasana, easy pose. Bringing hands to heart center, thumbs up to third eye center. But set your intention here. How do you picture yourself? How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? At the end of the day, at the end of the week, the end of the month, year after year, maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now. How do you see yourself? What are you projecting? What do you want? Why are you here? Whatever that intention may be, let's send it out into the universe. Inhale. Prayer hands come all the way up. So cute. Exhaling to circle them around. You can learn so much from children, yes? Inhale. All the way up and around. And exhale to start. One more time. Circling up, out and around. And coming right back to where we started. I bow to the spirit in you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. My heart is with you. Namaste. Mahalo. Aloha. Thank you so much. This is my favorite part of the day, spending it with you. And today is a special day. It's my daughter's 10th birthday. She is entering the 10 digits. So I want to say special happy birthday to Scarlett. I love you. You are my golden mermaid, my inspiration. You are just, there's just no words. I could go on and on about how much I love you and how special you are. So I'm so proud of you. And this is your last chance to share this episode out into the world. Please click the 3 dots and feel free to share away. Spread the word of the practicing healing of yoga and meditation. We get right in our minds. We get right and our bodies will follow. Yes? Thank you. I love you. I can't wait to be here again tomorrow, every day. This is Elaina from Fit.live, streaming free yoga live directly to you. So meet me here, same place, same time tomorrow for your daily inspiration and motivation.